Hi everyone, happy Friday night. I'm here at Korean Air Cargo at LAX, and two of our doggies from Mongolia just arrived. I want you to meet them. I'm going to turn the camera around. This is Franklin. Does anybody remember little Franklin? He was a stray dog in Mongolia. He'd been living outdoors in the winter for 3 months, and a rescue group in Mongolia heard about him and picked him up and got him off the streets and got him to safety. He just arrived here. Korean Air hasn't released him yet. It's a whole long story with customs and the CDC, but we're just waiting for the paperwork so that Korean Air will release him. But Franklin already has adopters. Can you believe it? This beautiful little fella has adopters. And then right here is Dori. Dori does not have adopters yet. I think we've been getting applications on her. Oh, sweet girl. We've been getting applications on Dori, but she will keep taking applications until somebody completes the screening process. But look at this beautiful Dori. Her face, she's a Cocker Spaniel, but her face looks like a Golden Retriever. Isn't she beautiful? I've just been sitting here feeding them through the, I'm not allowed to take them out. They both had baggies of food, and I just been feeding them through the crate. They both just ate. I can't believe how good they're being. So they are not allowed to come out of their crates yet. They are, it's a whole long story, but basically, dogs who travel here from countries. Oh, here's one more piece of kibble I found. Look, I found it. It was on the ground. Dogs who travel to the U.S. from countries where rabies is not the law are considered as coming from countries that are considered at risk for rabies. So in order to bring these dogs in from Mongolia, it's a longer process than bringing dogs in from South Korea. So the CDC requires that they get a rabies vaccine in Mongolia. Then they have to get a second rabies vaccine 30 days later. Then 2 weeks later, they get a blood test, a blood draw, and that blood test is then airshipped to a CDC-approved lab to do a rabies titer test. And that can take 4 weeks or 6 weeks or 8 weeks to get those results. So, and then after that, we have to apply for a CDC permit with all the paperwork. But the thing is, the CDC does not allow anyone in the U.S. to bring in more than 2 dogs ever from a country on the CDC watch list. So Camp Cocker, we've already exceeded our limit. Oh, is that Rob? Who do you see? Franklin, do you see someone behind me? So the CDC, we've exceeded our CDC limit. So Camp Cocker has. So what has to happen is, in order to bring, the CDC won't let us bring these dogs in unless we hire a CDC bonded, approved animal care facility. So we are using a company. Oh, hi, Jonathan. We're using a company near LAX. It's called Ruse Kennels. Oh, Franklin wants to come out. We're waiting for them to release you, honey. I know. So we're using, honey, hang on, sweetie. I know, honey. So we're using, it's a CDC approved bonded animal care facility near LAX. It's called Ruse Kennels. And Ruse Kennels, the owner is here. She's over there right now at the counter at Korean Air, dealing with the paperwork. The Ruse Kennels is bonded by the CDC with the CDC. So once the paperwork I honestly don't know what the holdup is, because all of our paperwork was perfect. It was in order. We dotted the I's, crossed the T's, but every time we bring dogs in, there's a problem. So the owner of Roost Kennels is over there right now talking to Korean Air. She's showing them all of our paperwork. We're just waiting for them to say it's okay for Roost Kennels to take possession of the dogs. So what will happen, Roost Kennels has they have their van outside waiting to take Franklin and Dori. They will take them in their van, drive them directly to their facility under bond. And then their mobile vet is waiting to do an exam and the third rabies vaccine. So the CDC requires that they get a third rabies vaccine, and then that paperwork gets electronically submitted over to the CDC, and then the CDC has to review the paperwork and then do a final release to allow Dori and Franklin to exit Roost Kennels. So they will be staying at Roost Kennels for the weekend because the CDC is now closed for the weekend, their administrative offices. So Franklin and Dori will get to stay at Roost Kennels for the weekend, and they have an employee that will be sleeping there and staying with them all weekend. And then hopefully on Monday morning, when the CDC administrative offices open up, they will review the vet paperwork and say it's okay for them to leave bond. It sounds very confusing, but technically these dogs will be under bond until Monday. Oh, I'm smelling something. I think someone's got to go potty. So I just wish it wasn't taking so long. Oh my God. This is crazy how long they make us wait. Anyway, so that's what's happening, but we need donations. It's very, very, very expensive to they need to go potty. I wish they could release them. They're waiting for the paperwork. Yeah, I know. They're nice puppies. Yeah. This is Dori and this is Franklin. Falcon was his name in Mongolia. His new name is Franklin. My sweet puppy. Well, they're going to go under bond to the CDC Animal Care Facility, Roost Kennels, but they're coming to our rescue group. Yeah. So, Franklin, give it. I know you've waited so long. Hi, babies. Anyway, so we need donations. It's so expensive to save these dogs because we had to pay for boarding while they were waiting to come here in Mongolia. Well, actually, Franklin was in a foster home, but Dori was in boarding. And then, for example, just the rabies titer test alone is, I think it's $700 per dog. And then the airfare to bring them here is so expensive. And then the fees for the CDC CDC approved animal care facility, Roost Kennels, that's $500 per dog. And then the airlines, it's thousands of dollars to save one dog. So if you can donate anything to our Mongolian dogs, we have a few more left in Mongolia that we want to get out, that we committed to. These are such nice doggies. Don't worry, Franklin. You're going to be out soon, buddy. These are such nice doggies. Anyway, but if anyone's interested in adopting, Dori is still available. Go to campcocker.com to read about her and to fill out an adoption application. I don't know if you can tell, she's a Cocker Spaniel, but she's got a beautiful, her face looks golden retriever, doesn't it? She's so pretty. Okay, Franklin. Oh, Franklin, I know. We're gonna get out of here soon. I don't know what the holdup is. Oh my God. We've been waiting for you guys to be released since your flight landed at 3:06. Their flight landed at 3:06. It's now 7:30. Okay, babies. All right. Spread the word though. We need donations, and also Dori is currently taking adoption applications at campcrocker.com. All right. Hope you're having a great Friday night, everybody. Thanks for your support for these sweet dogs.